I guess this would be like a 0.5 episode, since Ben and Sean's was 0 episode.
Right.
Um,
Halfway point.
do you want to know what happened to them?
In the last episode?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely give him like a
Yes.
quick. Yeah.
Yes. I want to know.
Okay.
I wanna know.
Yeah.
I'll give you a quick rundown.
Okay.
Okay, so they're pirates. They're both pirates.
Nice.
Ben is Grimtide. Kenku, so he's like a raven person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Bird
raven person
person.
pirate. His father Saltfeather was the captain of the pirate ship they were sailing on.
His father was Saltfeather?
Saltfeather, yeah.
Okay. It's another
Captain
Grimtide, obviously.
Saltfeather, yeah, and
Or
yeah,
another Raven?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Kenku is what they're called.
Kenku? Oh, yeah.
Sean is a half-elf sorcerer. A beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man.
He's a beautiful
Not gonna lie,
man.
he's pretty hot.
He's a beautiful man.
He's a pretty man.
It's a regular, yeah. Young David Bowie.
A very young David Bowie.
Lives in his
He's-
labyrinth years.
He's a beaut.
In his labyrinth years, Brett. Yeah. So yeah, they were in a little shanty town, reaping the rewards of one of the noblemen they robbed, one of the other ships.
Gotcha.
And some shit went down. Some guards showed up. The captain told them to get to the ship and sink it because they have a mechanism inside their ship that grows coral on the outside of the ship and sinks it to get away from people.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wicked.
Okay.
Okay, so they have a ship that grows coral on the outside of it to keep other ships away from it? Is that what you just said?
To sink us.
Yeah.
And then we go to the bottom of the
And you can
wherever,
escape.
And we can
Oh,
escape from there.
cool.
Yeah.
Chris,
Like
have you seen
fucking-
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like that
Yeah.
ship.
Yeah.
The
But it
Flying
can't
Dutchman.
move. It just sinks straight down.
And that's Ben and Sean's.
Well,
That's the ship they sail for.
It's
It's
Saltfeather's, but
Ben's
Oh,
dad's
okay.
Saltfeather's ship. And there's
Okay,
also the guy who runs the mechanism, Marbles.
forgot about that.
Yeah, he was a goblin, I think, or a goblin king.
Yeah, he was
Gnome,
a goblin or
I
a gnome.
think a gnome. Yeah.
Shit, I can't remember. Hang on. I can find that now.
Marbles. All I'm picturing is like that crazy old cute from Peter Pan who I lost my marbles.
Found my marbles, Peter. So yeah, he runs the clockwork mechanism that runs off a Alexandrite stones, which is a precious gem. So he puts shards of that in, and it runs the thing.
Okay.
And he's called the Stonekeeper.
The Stonekeeper.
We may have. Kyle, is he allowed to know like what happened?
He is a goblin.
I mean, you guys will have to tell him.
Can I tell him now?
Wait,
you
so
tell.
Marbles is the stone keeper?
Yeah. So he doesn't
is
really leave the ship.
Alexandrite.
He just like
Which is just the ship.
Guards that fucking clock right mechanism
yeah.
and the stones.
Yep, he's the keeper.
Yeah. So they, when they were in this shanty town, the captain was buying some more Alexandrite, but it wasn't normal Alexandrite. And when he put it in the ship, sorry, he sent Grim and Gmork to the ship to get it there, while they were fighting with the guards in the bar. When they put it in, they had to like sink the ship because they had a bunch of shit that they had just stolen, right? So they're trying to sink the ship, hide the evidence.
Mhm.
And when they started to sink the ship, And it was just Grim, Gmork, and Marbles on the ship. It just kept going. It just kept sinking and sinking, and then sinking some more. And then shot straight back up to the surface of the water, but when they got to the top of the water, they weren't in the same sea. So they didn't just
And
come
that's
straight
because
back up.
the Alexandrite wasn't Alexandrite?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much what they're thinking. And they got up. As they surfaced, they picked up a small fishing rowboat and ended up killing the 2 fishermen who were on the rowboat. Kind of got picked up as they surfaced. There was also a little boy on the boat who had been showing the 2 fishermen where to fish, named Joshua. They didn't kill Joshua.
We almost did.
Yeah, Joshua agreed,
Thought about it.
agreed to help
We
them,
did.
show them around town, get them what they need. So they started rowing into town. Marbles sunk the ship again. And as they were rowing in, they got attacked by sharks. Ben shot sharks in the face. Jaws style.
Nice.
But Joshua lost an arm in the scuffle.
Who's Joshua?
The little kid
Little
that
boy.
was helping the fishermen.
We owe him an arm, by the way.
I did promise him an
You'll
arm.
meet Joshua, Chris. Don't worry.
I did
Okay.
promise Joshua an arm.
Like I'll meet Joshua
Oh, you'll meet Joshua
no arm. With no arm?
with no arm.
Okay.
Marbles was a goblin. I have it here in my notes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I just got to that part.
Okay.
Marbles is
Yeah.
the Stonekeeper, the old ship hand, and underlined like several times. Goblin.
Goblin. So yeah, they got in. Joshua lost his arm. As they arrived in town, they were greeted by a gang of half-orcs, all dressed in uniforms.
Did you say how he lost his arm?
The
Sorry.
shark
shark.
bit it off.
Shark bit it off?
Yeah.
I think I missed a shot and it let him get close or something like
Yeah,
that.
poor Joshy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they met Maestro, the sheriff captain of the militia in town, the town police kind of thing. He took Joshua to the militia HQ, and then he sent Grim and Gmork to the Cliffside Inn and Tavern, where they met Terry
Terry.
Bones. Terry
Terry
Bones,
Bones.
who was very happy to see them since they got 10 silvers worth of food, and then he also gave him gold, which he was really excited about. Don't see a lot of gold.
What was Terry's establishment called?
Cliffside,
Cliffside, thank you.
because it's up on the cliff,
It's
kind of
literally
outside
on
town.
the side of the cliff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cliffside.
What's he have? Like just like an inn or a bar?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah, it's a bar and an inn, just like a
Tavern.
it's just fisherman's. Yeah, imagine the bar from Mighty Boosh.
Okay.
Yeah, Terry Bones.
Captain.
Yeah, and they
Terry
settled down for the
Bones.
night, drank a bunch of alcohol because they'd
Got fucked up.
given him a gold, so he supplied them generously with whiskey and rums and 2 largest rooms. And that's where they left off. That was
Terry's
the beginning of the
Cliffside
beginning. Yeah,
thing.
Terry
Gotcha.
Bones Cliffside Inn.
So our major quests are to find Alexandrite and an arm.
Yeah, so far.
So far.
So yeah, Marbles wants them to get some Alexandrite because they didn't really have any left. That's why they were buying some in the shantytown. But that exploded,
bug.
like the weird one exploded when they shipped planes. And then
Right.
and they only had a little bit of regular Alexandrite left, so he can only keep the ship sunk for like a couple days. And then it's back to being a normal ship. And yeah, and then they woke up, checked under the bed. There was a dungeon, and they saw a dragon.
Here we are.
And here we are.
With the dragon on top of both.
Yeah.
Suffocating.
The under the bed
Jam and
dragon,
everything.
about to flambe Grimtide and Gmork. So we turn to Lowstar. Chris, you want to describe your character before we get started? Asimar is yeah.
Yeah. No, I know you spelled it out.
Okay.
I'm just opening my Instagram here because you pretty much say it all in that chat.
Oh, I just mean describe what you look like.
Oh, I thought it was
your
like my
mannerisms.
display picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
like-
you don't have to
okay.
look like that. I just picked that one because you looked cool.
Yeah, no, I thought it looked cool, so.
All right, that's what you look like. That's pretty
Except-
cool. I think that's
Except I'm pretty sure I got like a cowboy hat or something like that.
yeah. All right, yeah. Floppy cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
And I'm your huckleberry.
Do you want to describe your mace?
Would you like to describe my mace? Because I haven't had time to jot any of this down yet from
You
the
never
thing.
talk about another man's mice.
No, you never touch another man's mace. We could talk
Don't
about
touch
it, Ben.
Don't
No,
touch.
we
it.
really don't do that. But don't talk
Never
about
talk about another one.
it. It's just polite.
Try to see what you. Yeah, because it's like. Well, that's what clerics are known for, right? Is their mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Staffs or something.
yeah.
Whatever.
Is a fallen Asimar, is he like a half-breed with like an angel or something?
Yeah, kind of. So like you know how tieflings are descendants of demons and
Yeah,
yeah, so an Asimar is the opposite.
the angel version.
Yeah. Fallen
Cool.
angels, pretty much. Or like the offspring of fallen angels, fucking elves
That-
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And humans, and yeah, because that's how they got tieflings too.
Yeah. And then
Demons fucking humans.
and Chris is also a death domain cleric, so he's extra fallen angel-y.
Oh, his domain is death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
And since this is a new world that you guys are going to help build, and doesn't actually have gods or anything yet, Chris is following in the path of Crioch, which is a Celtic god of death assimilation.
Like a real Celtic?
Cool.
Yeah,
Like our world Celtic?
yeah,
Okay.
close.
Yeah. How did you spell that again? I'm just trying to find it in the fucking chat here.
CRI, but the dot is an Exantegu.
Exante.
Yes.
CH. Crioch. Or Crioch, if you prefer. Depends on
I do
your
not.
accent. Okay, Crioch.
No,
like
because I
that.
think you spelt it out after, like.
Well, I like
pronounced,
yeah, Crioch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like KREEAWSHH.
Crioch.
And it's Gaelic for end.
Oh, that's how I got it. Yeah.
That's fun.
There we go.
The end.
Let's get into his backstory.
Wait, you never told him about my mace. I kind of want to
okay.
know about it too, because I still can't find it.
Okay. So Chris's mace, a gift from Crioch, is the silver vulture. It's a
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and it like has a fucking bird beak looking thing on it or something, doesn't it?
It's a vulture skull, like an iron vulture skull, with the typical mace blades kind of coming out the back of the head and around the sides, but the beak is silver. What with him dealing with undead and vampires and all that stuff.
But
I don't see it in his inventory.
Is there?
That'll you get there.
Okay.
Is it there? No.
It should be. I'm looking at your inventory, and it's there.
The
Oh,
mace? I
sorry.
thought I...
This isn't mine. Sorry, that's mine. I was looking at.
Oh,
not
yeah,
his.
silver
I
vulture.
thought-
of course it's not.
Oh,
Silver
you put stuff
vulture.
in my inventory?
Yeah, I put a bunch of stuff.
Oh, what?
Invasion of Pride.
I thought I was-
Not allowed to just
Oh, you'll see,
infiltrate
Chris. Don't worry. Don't worry. No.
Okay,
get all up
okay.
in there.
So
Well,
it's
I
the
just-
silver vulture.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just
Sick.
regular Macy damage at the start, but it also does an extra D6 plus 3 to undead, just because
There
he's
you go.
following. Yeah. You know, you get it,
That-
right? You
That
get
their
it.
hallowed life.
Yeah, and it also carries 3 charges. One that I just put the polymorph spell there. It doesn't
Oh.
he can't polymorph other people with it.
Okay. I was gonna say,
The mace
It's-
polymorphs into a metal vulture, and he can kind of use that vulture to like take off, see things, communicate.
That's still pretty good.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, the
So it's
vulture can take off from my mace
Yeah.
and...
What's
Yeah.
its range?
I wrote it down somewhere.
Does he
I'd have
like
to go in the
communicate?
actual
Does he
thing.
come back and
Wild shape.
communicate to Chris, or are they like
Chris can hear
telekinetic?
it. Yeah.
Cool.
But if it takes any damage, it returns as a mace to his hand, all divinatively.
All fucking Thor style.
Yeah. I think it lasts an hour or something too. It was like 300,
What?
300 feet. I can't remember. It can also speak with the dead,
Ooh.
in which the voice of the dead person comes out of the vulture's beak.
That's cool. And, like, I can only hear that, I guess?
Yeah, you would
Or
be
it's
hearing
like-
it. Yeah.
They wouldn't
Can-
see it move or anything?
Well, it would.
Can
Its
I-
mouth would open, and you would be hearing what it heard, or it was saying.
Oh, and they just see its mouth opening kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
I mean,
watched-
everyone can hear it, I guess. Maybe.
Who watched Sandman?
I did.
I watched the
Show?
first episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because he eventually gets like his own raven that like follows him, and the voice is Patton Oswalt.
Patton
Oh.
Oswalt.
So I kind of want Chris's bird to sound like Patton Oswalt.
Sean, did you watch the whole thing?
Yes.
What was the point of the last episode?
I can't even remember the last episode right now. I'd have to jog my memory.
It was a wonderful
It was a lot.
series, but the very last episode made no goddamn sense. Feels like it was out of order. Feels like it should have been like episode 6.
Yeah, I think I
And
remember
not-
something
and
like
not
that.
the end.
Maybe that's why I don't remember it.
So Speak with the Dead doesn't say anything about just you hearing it. So yeah, their voice would actually come out of the head.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're all hearing dead.
Okay, we'll let Chris decide what the voice sounds like.
Yeah. And the third charge is I mean it's a cantrip anyways. And somehow Chris can just use it anyways. I don't know if I didn't put it on his thing right, but Balance of Kriash is a cantrip in which creature of his choice regains 2d10 plus his spellcast modifier, but he takes a quarter of that amount in damage.
Oh, that was
Whoa.
there before you added...
Yeah, that's what I mean. Even before I added the vulture, you had that, so...
Yeah, because that was, I think, one of the things that's... Like, if you go into manage spells,
Yeah,
it says, like, it's always prepared.
at will. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's because it's on... Oh,
It's
actually, I
part
don't
of
know.
that.
Yeah,
It's part of the god I picked, maybe, or something?
I made that spell up.
Oh, what?
That's a homebrew spell. I
Cool.
don't
Dude,
know how
that's
it just
awesome.
went. I don't know how it just went straight onto your thing. But yeah, you have. I mean, it's a cantrip, so that's why you can do it at will.
Okay.
But it does show it twice. Like it shows it. You can use it to cast out of your silver vulture, or you can just do it at will.
But I won't really need to use that, right? Because we're on a
No,
boat for that.
but doing it through the Vulture Head, because you're doing it through the mace, you're not taking damage.
Oh, so that's the second part
You can do
of
it
the
once a
description
day
doesn't.
with the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you cast it as a cantrip, you do take the quarter damage of whatever you heal them.
Gotcha. So once a day, don't take the damage.
Yeah. You also
Okay.
have Healing Hands that heals people like 3 hit points.
Yeah.
You can do
Yeah.
once a day.
Clerics
with
are full of
just-
healing stuff.
Yeah, but Chris,
Yeah.
Chris isn't focusing on healing.
No, probably not.
Death. He's a
It
death.
still
Yeah.
comes like ingrained.
But
in
yeah,
the
that's
character,
why I wanted to give him at least that one. Plus he has the Healing Hands. Plus he is a alchemist.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Which means he can make potions for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And poisons and bombs and shit.
All kinds of dangerous
Fucking
shit.
right.
Yeah. Chris, he's a pretty cool guy. Made a good choice. It's a good character. I like it. Let's actually start the intro now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We got some backstory here. So billows of smoke slowly drift over the rooftops of Blindstone's market district. A crowd of onlookers stand in front of the charred remains of Elixir's Landing. Formerly a well-respected potions and poisons shop, now just a smoldering pile of blackened beams. The people watching are raising their hands and cheering in victory as they revel in their apparent glee after destroying the establishment. "That'll teach that fucker to sell poison to murderers," one man exclaims.
Bastard.
"The Castons can rest easy now that Lowstar's dead," says another woman. A hooded figure watches this display from a darkened alleyway down the street, hands balled in fists of rage. How could Kriosh let this happen, he wonders. As he lifts the bag of belongings he managed to grab before the fire, he tosses the pack over his shoulder and takes one last look at the empty space where his storefront he built from the ground up once stood. A bottle explodes in the burning, and the contents spray outwards, covering one of the onlookers, instantly burning his face off as he falls dead.
Oh,
Okay.
poor bastard.
Lowstar smiles, and then begins his journey out of the city he has called home for so many years. Traveling east, he makes his way along the coast until he reaches Lightcast. He remembers hearing stories of how prosperous and welcoming this town was. Sailors would make a point of stopping there to trade wares, since the nearby gold mine created quite a wealth for the town. As
Did you say
Lowstar-
Lightcast, Kyle? Sorry.
Yeah, Lightcast is where Grim and Gmork are right now.
Right.
As Lowstar passes the edge of the eastern forests of Blackwood, he notices the town does not fit the stories he heard. Poverty and desolation are the first things apparent on this side of town. Small shacks and folks in tattered clothes line the muddy streets. The smell of trash and rotting fish fills the air. Lowstar stops and ponders if he's even in the right town. Setting his pack down, he pulls out a map of Lan Ar Kee, the continent that you're all in, and retraces his journey, trying to see if he had made a wrong turn. That's right, Queen. Or Ben, that's right.
Can you say that? Yeah, can you say that again?
Lan Ar, which is
Yeah.
continent,
Okay.
and Kee is the name of the actual continent you're on.
Thanks,
So,
Phil.
in the old speech of this world, Lan Ar is land,
Okay.
and
makes
the continent is called KY apostrophe Ambria, Ambria.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm not good at naming stuff, alright?
Land.
Lanarky, Ambria, okay?
Cambria. Yeah. No,
He
I like
tried.
that.
Key
Cambria as like the
Ambria.
land mass. That's
Yeah.
like the continent, right?
Yeah. There's 3 continents on this world, but
Okay.
Josh will tell you all about it later.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
He retraces his journey, trying to see if he had made a wrong turn. Not seeing any mistakes in his travels, he reaches for his pack to put the map back in, but it's gone from beside him. turning around, he sees two tall drow and a short human. The man handing the pack to one drow smiles as he says, "You seem a little lost, friend." Looking you up and down. "Wandered too far from the church, did ya?" The drow throws the bag over his shoulder and starts backing away. "Be a shame if something happened to you, or your precious belongings." The other drow and the man both pull out their blades. "An awful shame indeed." So, Chris, roll for initiative.
Oh. There's 3 of them?
You're getting mugged. Well, there's 2. One of them's kind of backing away with your pack. They're
Alright,
confident
well.
enough that they think only two are required.
I look at my silver vulture and say, "Well, darling, it's official. I don't like them."
Darling.
Yeah, he's an old Western kind of guy.
Remember if Grim had a voice.
So actually, yeah, Ben, you can literally use a different voice every time you talk.
That's right, I mimic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
This
don't
is
have
like
your own
Bumblebee.
voice. Any voice, you could fucking throw whatever you want out there.
Sweet. So anytime I'm not using
That's
my
awesome.
voice, I guess I'll be using Grim's voice.
Yeah.
It's
Open
really
for
basic.
interpretation.
Wait, anytime you're not using...
I'm basically a parrot, so anytime I hear somebody say something, I can use, like Bumblebee from the first few movies.
Yeah, so like if I come up and talk to you, you can now replicate
I
my
can-
speech.
Yeah.
Mimic
Absolutely
your
every
voice and-
voice he's heard, he uses to talk.
But your own voice would be your own voice?
I don't
Would be
have a voice.
Crow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be
Oh,
crow
okay.
speech.
Which, like, Ben, you don't even have to say parrot. You could legit just say raven, because, like,
Yeah,
have
ravens
you
do that.
Have you ever heard
Yeah.
them talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I rolled a 4, by the way, Kyle.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
They
maybe.
both kind of rolled low too. I thought. All right. Well, they're both gonna get hit on you.
I'm just gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Shit, well,
Okay.
I should have looked at my inventory earlier this morning. Oh,
That's okay.
what?
You
What's
got
in my
shit.
bag of holding?
A bunch of stuff. All
Oh
the
my
stuff you took
God.
from your shop before you left.
Oh,
Whoa,
sick.
crazy. Gonna go look at that real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You have your fight. I'm just gonna be looking through your bag.
well,
Yeah,
actually,
I'm
Sean, I'm gonna have you roll some stuff for the people that Chris is fighting.
Sure. Hell yeah, man. I'm gonna use my new dice tonight.
I'm really looking at this potion of growth right now.
Step on some people.
Well, you might need that.
No, what does it do? Enlarge effect
Yeah,
of
you can make people big, yeah, including yourself.
with that potion.
Yeah.
I could just drink it back and like grow like fucking Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That potion of healing.
You don't have your bag,
healing.
though, Chris.
Hmm?
You
Oh
don't
yeah,
have
they're running
your
away
bag.
with your bag. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Son of a bitch.
They did mug me? I thought they were just
They
like,
have your
stand-
bag. You have your mace. You don't put your mace in the bag of holding.
Okay.
You have, like, what do you have on you? You have all your weapons on you. And some fine clothes. And whatever you want your druidic focus is to be. You can make it your mace. Or you can have, like, some other weird piece of... Like, your cowboy hat could be your druidic focus.
Druidic focus.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Is that the wrong
He's-
thing?
He's not a druid though. It would just be an arcane
Now,
focus.
motherfucker.
I guess so. It.
Well, he stole the druidic focus for someone.
Oh, okay, sweet. Whatever.
He's a cowboy. He's a cowboy.
Cowboy.
Potion man. Alright.
Hell, I'll drink it.
He's a mix between Gar and Adeus.
A little bit of everything.
So yeah, Sean, roll a d20.
Okay.
Sean? What?
11. I'm gonna help him play like one of those guys.
Oh,
And I sent the map.
Yeah, I see
Oh.
that.
Okay.
I gotta open up Instagram.
So D1 is the drow, H is the human, Lowstar, as you can see.
Am I the drow?
Top of the map. You are the drow.
Okay.
Sean's D1.
Yeah.
So there's 2 drows and who's the other guy?
The one drow has your bag over by the building, and
You son of a bitch.
and the H is just a human.
Alright, well. Motherfucker. That bag's got a lot of good shit in it.
It does. It does. What'd you roll, Sean?
11. What's
11.
his modifier for initiative?
No, I already rolled initiative. You're attacking him
Gotcha.
right now.
Oh, sweet. Well,
With a
what's
short
his-
sword. And you rolled 11?
Yep.
That's 15. Which is a hit.
Nice.
Roll d6. He hit you, Chris. Sean hit you.
1.
Okay. Alright.
Just 1.
Hit you for 3 damage.
Shing.
With
So I take
his-
3 damage?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Ben, you there?
Yep.
No, you are the human.
Ooh.
You're attacking Chris. Lowstar.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, I feel like that display picture, the guy should just have like a hat, like, you know, his hat tilted a bit low so the eyes
Yeah.
are kind of shaded.
kind of covering up his weird eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look at it.
Yeah.
I rolled an 18.
19. Okay, that's a hit.
18.
18? Still a hit.
Probably still a hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Miss.
Yeah. So Ben backed up 5 feet and took a shot with his light crossbow.
Take that, you dirty rat.
So go ahead and roll a d8.
1d8.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't actually get one of those out because I
Uh-oh.
didn't think Grim needed one.
Well, he does now.
Hang on.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Grim doesn't.
This
5.
dirty mugger does. Ooh. All right.
Dirty mugger.
Another 6 damage.
Another 6 damage?
Yeah.
God damn.
Get the fuck up.
Getting mugged. All right.
Yeah.
Lowstar, what you gonna do?
So is that a bonus action if I use the fucking vulture to heal me with the balance of triage, or is that a turn?
Like an action, you mean?
Yeah.
Can you do cantrips as a bonus action? Well, I
Probably
mean, it's with the mace, so
Say
you
beside
can
it like a BA.
charge.
It's either
Oh,
a standard
yeah.
action
Yeah,
or a
one
bonus
BA.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So it's a
Yeah.
bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, what's this? Oh, I see, Kyle. So I have it twice in my spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So you have the one that uses the charge, which doesn't hurt you,
hmm
and then the other ones you are more for your buddies.
Okay, so, well, I'm in a bonus action. Fuck. Yeah, 12 out of 21. Yeah. I'm gonna bonus action that
All right.
to heal up. So I guess 2d10, eh?
What?
Yeah, it's pretty goddamn good fucking
Dude,
heal for
Jesus.
a bonus action.
So yeah,
Fucking bonus action.
yeah, he can use
He is
that
a
once
cleric.
a day,
Yeah.
Once per day,
Yeah.
okay.
and
No,
any
well, I
other
can-
time he uses it, he takes damage from using it.
Yeah, like if I was to use it on myself or you guys, I take quarter of
A quarter of
I
whatever
roll
the
in
top
damage.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
So it does have its drawbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or his drawbacks?
Ah,
So,
shut up.
so what is it? It's just 2d10 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is plus 4.
4 or 5.
Oh,
So
yeah.
9,
cleric.
10, 11,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
13.
that makes sense.
So I heal up 13, which is nice.
Yeah. Will you back up to full?
Is cleric
Yes.
their wisdom influences their thing? It's wizards, it's intelligence. Paladins, it's
Yeah.
charisma. What's
Yeah.
it for clerics?
I think it's wisdom.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt
Fuck
on.
me running.
Nice. Nice.
I'm going to cast that on D2.
On D2,
And that's a
all right.
first. That's a first level spell slot.
Mhm.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the second level to just fuck him up because it's 5d6.
Yeah.
Well, if I hit him,
If you hit.
and it's at 120 feet.
Jesus Christ.
So that's dirty 20.
Hold on.
Huh?
So, guiding bolt, eh?
Yeah, second level one, which I have 2 slots.
Second. Is that a ranged?
Yeah, 120 feet.
So, make a ranged spell type. Yeah. So you're so close to him.
I'm that close to him?
Yeah. Well, he came up and fucking swiped you with the sword.
Oh,
Oh
he's-
wait, D2.
oh.
D2.
Yeah, the guy
The
that
guy
just
with your
got my
bag?
bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for that. Go for that.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking
see.
get him.
I see. Yeah.
So yeah,
No, he's
dirty
definitely
20 to hit.
not. Okay. Yeah. You definitely hit it.
And that's 13 damage.
Okay. So
Jesus.
Paul's dead.
Humans do not have a lot of HP.
No, this was the
That
drow.
was D2.
This was the drow?
Yeah. Just murdered him.
Awesome.
One shot guiding bolt. Okay. Cool. All right.
Take that, you jackass.
So.
Oh my god.
The human looks to his whatever side and is just, shit.
Can they roll for intimidation on that? I guess it's just one guy dying, so whatever.
Yeah.
but
Wow,
in
man.
a pretty spectacular fashion.
Yeah, he died. He's still like his chest is still just like glowing. There's like glittering light still. He's laying on the ground, just like this beam of light coming out of his chest.
Hang on here. Before anybody else goes, I just want to look at the map. So I'm going to, after that, tuck into basically to my left, because I'd be facing south. So yeah, to the east, in between those two buildings, kind of thing.
To your right.
Well, I'd be looking down. So
Gotcha.
To my
Stage
left.
right. Stage
yeah.
right, your left.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like in that little alleyway, I'm gonna just tuck around the corner a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming D2's dead, and my bag's not
he's
going
dead.
anywhere.
He's dead. Yeah, very dead.
Does that give me like half coverage or anything? Well, it don't matter because they're just gonna walk up and fucking
yeah.
smack me. Okay, I'm just gonna stay there.
Oh, you're gonna stay there? Okay.
Yeah, there's no point. Like,
No, you're right. You're right.
yeah.
But as you move away, the drow is gonna get a attack of opportunity on you.
He's not dead?
The other one, Sean.
What?
No, I'm not gonna move away. I'm just gonna
Oh,
stay
you're
here.
D2.
You're staying
Okay.
where you are.
Yeah, because there's no point. They're just
Okay.
gonna walk around the corner.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's true. That makes it easier because as the one drow falls dead to the ground, motionless, not the drow holding the pack, I didn't think you were gonna kill him. So The one drow, Sean, points down the street at some lanterns, and he says, "Militia's coming!" And a handful of other lanterns appear in the dark. "Hey, don't move a muscle!" Within moments, 5 large half-orc militia men surround Lowstar, spears drawn and pointed in his direction.
Okay.
One of them grabs your shoulder and kicks the back of your legs, forcing you to fall down to your knees. The thinnest of the guards bends over beside you and quietly says, "Evening, chum. I'm Deputy Wessex. Welcome to Lightcast." And whomp! You get smoked in the back of the head and fall unconscious in the muddy streets. Your vision goes black.
Before you did smack me, though, I did say that I was his Huckleberry.
Okay.
Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry. Whack!
I fucking love that movie.
I'm lost.
Huckleberry.
What movie?
Tombstone? That movie I said you guys
Oh,
should all
yeah.
watch.
His muse for Lowstar.
That's right.
Yeah.
Alright. You awake early the next afternoon, either as a result of the wound to the back of your head or the exhausting journey and battle from Blindstone to Lightcast. You can't tell exactly how long you've been out for. Shrugging off the pain that is lingering in the base of your skull, you look around and notice you're in a damp, dimly lit jail cell. You reach for your mace and feel nothing. Making another scan of your surroundings, you notice a desk outside your cell door about 15 feet away in the middle of a semicircular room. A portly dwarf snores loudly, leaned back in his chair with his feet resting on top of the dark wood desk. You count 6 more jail cells in this half circle, 2 of which are empty. The cell on your right has a scraggly-looking old man with only patches of long, thin hair remaining on his head. He sits cross-legged on his cot, mumbling gibberish to himself. In the cell to your left, a man kneels in a tub of murky water. Eyes closed, seeming to be in some sort of trance or prayer. This sea elf is wearing dark orange robes. Peering through the sea elf cell, you can see a woman in a dirty, tattered dress, quite tight, with her hands on the bars staring back at you. Smeared makeup on her face, she smiles with her brown teeth as you make eye contact.
Jezebel.
"Morning, sunshine. Did you have a nice nap?"
God damn it. I puke.
None of that.
Just a little bit of puke. As she says this, a hulking half-orc guard rolls over in the cot 2 cells down from the woman's. "Shut the fuck up, Hilda. I'm trying to sleep over this hangover." And he kicks the bars of his cell with a loud clang. Hilda winks at you before sitting back down on her bed. You notice the door to
again.
You notice the door to the sleeping half-orc cell is wide open. The sound of the half-orc kicking the bars wakes up the dwarf sleeping at his desk. What's that then? What's that?" The dwarf rubs some sleep out of his eyes. "Who's making all the racket? What? Barkley, the fuck you doing in here?" He shouts to the half-orc, who is now sitting up glaring at Hilda with a scornful look on his face. "Thanks a lot," he mutters. Doing the same thing you are, slug. Getting some beauty sleep." Barkley smiles smugly to the bushy-bearded dwarf. "Listen, you task-tooth sod. I spend every damn day in this god's-forsaken hole. I deserve a nap every once in a while. All you do is drink your face off and send me riff-raff like Hilda here." Hilda blows a kiss towards Slug. "And if Wessex or Maestro catches you snoozing in here, it'll be both our asses." Just then, the door to the room swings open. A half-elf skinny man of the militia steps through the doorway, scanning the cells. "Barkley, there you are. A ship went down in the bay. The survivors rowing towards town. They got attacked by sharks. Maestro wants you at the slum docks right quick. Barkley dashes out of the room, almost knocking over the half-elf in the process. Slug looks at the half-elf and says, "Oh, sounds pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff, eh?" Kind of squinting back at the dwarf, the half-elf says, "Yes, Slug, it is. Well, see you later." And quickly leaves the room, slamming the door on his way out. Slug sighs deeply and looks up at the haggard old man in the cell to your right. "You know, I hate you more and more every day. That should be me heading to the docks with Maestro." He shakes his head at the old man, who's still sitting at the same spot, mumbling under his breath. Slug sits back down at his desk and kicks his feet back up onto the top, crosses his arms, and closes his eyes. Within a few minutes, he starts snoring again. Chris, if you want to try and talk to anyone, now's your chance.
So, did you say that there was a cell open with some?
Killed if she's single.
That was the guards. That was Barkley's
Oh,
cell.
he's just using it as a
He was-
bed,
yeah,
like a
just-
spare spell. Okay.
pretty much, yeah.
So everybody's gone, but this one guy.
Yeah. Slug.
I mean,
Slug
I don't
would
really.
Just gonna sit in peace.
Yeah, I guess I don't really have anything to say to these people. They're all fucked.
Copy the CO. You don't want to talk to Hilda?
No, I don't want to puke again.
Okay.
And this old fucking guy rambling beside me is like,
Yeah. He's like just like
Yeah.
wrapped up cloths as like a diaper type of thing. No shirt on. Just like a
Make Kyle
imagine the
do
Jafar
that,
in
Chris.
the dungeon in Aladdin. You know, like the creepy old
Yeah.
man. Yeah. That's
Chris,
the
talk
guy.
to him. Make Kyle do that voice, and make Kyle please have that conversation.
Oh, he's not gonna talk. He's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Didn't even look up when Slug was talking to him, telling him how much he hates him.
Actually talking.
"What's your name, old man?" That's all I needed, Kyle. Thank you.
Okay. Alright. Well, sitting in your solitude, a few hours go by. Slug is now working on a crossword puzzle between sips from a flask he pulled out of his desk drawer. There is a knock on the door. Slug quickly stashes his flask and... "Get out of here." And puzzle between... Oh, sorry.
Yells,
and
"Get out of here."
and yells, "Get out of here," to his cat. Stashes the flask and puzzle and starts writing on some parchment. "Come in," he says. The door creaks open and a massive, bearded, sunburnt man steps through and into the room. Slug stands up and puts a closed fist to the left side of his chest. "Captain Maestro, what brings you down here?" "For the last time, Sluggo, just call me Vincent.
This guy's the guy who put me into jail, right?
No,
Captain
that was
Maestro?
Wessex. Deputy
Captain
Wessex.
Wessex?
Deputy
Okay.
Wessex. Captain
Okay.
Maestro is the one that found Grimm and Gmork on the shore.
Deputy Wessex.
Yeah. Maestro's the leader of the, captain. The sheriff. Top cheese. Big man
He's
on
the-
campus.
Head guard honcho
Head
motherfucker.
honcho. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Captain
he
Maestro.
wasn't too mean to Gmork and Grimm, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we've known each other for far too long for you to still be saluting me like that. So the dwarf lowers his hand to his side. "Sorry, Vincent, get stuck thinking about the past a lot down here. Good old days, eh?" Maestro puts a hand on Slug's shoulder. "I'll miss those days too, old friend. A lot of us do." He gives the shoulder a good solid smack. Now, Wessex told me they brought in a cleric last night. Slug looks in your direction. Must be that fella there. Only other one they brought in last night was Hilda. And they both kind of chuckle a bit at the thought of a dirty old bar wench healing anyone. You there, Maestro says as he approaches your jail cell. You any good at healing?
I reckon I know a thing or two about that.
Well, we got ourselves a young boy out here. Lost an arm in a shark attack. He's bleeding out fast. He leans up against the cell door and whispers, Fancy earning a ticket out of here?
No. I like it here.
Oh, alright.
Just fuck with Kyle's story completely.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's too damn bad.
Fuck out.
You're coming with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, Kyle.
Just drags you out by your ear.
Yeah,
Slug-
yeah.
yeah.
Let's go heal this kid up.
Alright. Good answer. Slug tosses a ring of keys to Maestro. The burly half-orc looks at you and says, No funny business now. You already got your funny business out, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. He opens the cell door and leads you out of the room and down a dark stone hallway with only a few small torches on the walls. When you reach the top of the stairs at the end of the hallway, Maestro opens the door and the orange light of the sunset fills the stairwell. You follow him across the street and into a smaller, more inviting building with a sign that reads Lightcast Town Guard. He opens the front door and ushers you inside. There you see a rather petite woman with short red hair and thick round glasses. She's wearing a similar uniform to what Maestro has under his half-plate armor, only hers is red and his is dark purple. She stands up from her desk when you two enter the room. Kid's not looking too good, sir. You, really think this guy can save him?
Stands up from her desk and does what?
I can't take it.
Oh, did you not? You didn't hear any of that?
Nope.
No.
Stands up on her
Just
desk
stood
is the
up.
last thing.
Okay. Alright, I just did such a good voice, too. I'm never gonna get it again. She stands up
Never gonna be
from her
the same.
desk when you two enter the room. Kid's not looking too good, sir. You really think this guy can save him? As she says this. Chandler Bing.
Chandler.
She reaches down beside her chair and puts your bag of holding on the desk. Maestro walks over and picks up the bag. Oh, I'm sure he will. If he doesn't, Slug's gonna have another permanent roommate. And she looks at you with raised eyebrows. Well, good luck to you, sweetheart. You got your work cut out for you. Or should I say cut off? Ah, never mind.
That's
Whoa.
horrible.
Let's give that a round of applause.
Thank you. I'll be here forever. Ah. You guys didn't hear that again.
Give him a
either.
standing
God damn
ovation.
it.